Alright, I've joined an 8-4 MSS, and this pack is thoroughly unexciting. Dark Steel Plate is not something that I enjoy playing at all. Neither these cards. The War Driver is okay. Not something at first pick. Those really is a junk pack. I'm really looking at the Serum Raker, and after that I think I'd go with a colorless card, either the Gust Skimmer or Spin Engine, because these two, the effects are quite powerful. Even though you don't play blue, you can still play this as a 2-1 2. But I think it's Serum Raker, this pack. But I'm really excited by it. And follow that we get Bricks and Juggernauts, which is good. I have no problem running that in any deck. There's also Blister Stick Shaman and another Serum Raker. I think I'm just going to stick to my Rakers and looking to go heavy blue and just fly over my opponents. These 3 cards here are otherwise my options: the Shaman, the Juggernaut, and the Freya Husk, but I think that the Serum Raker is good enough not to worry about those cards. And here there's a Vivisection. Divine Offering I think might be the better pick though. And besides that, there's Mirren Spy, Vivisection, Mirren Spy, Divine Offering. But I'll go with the Divine Offering, and might quite likely I'll wheel with Mirren Spy, and I can try to set something up with Mirren Spy and Heavy Arbalest rather than Solison. I've thought of that combo-ish card quite some times. One moment here. So the Colossus is 3 ticks, so I'm not going to take that. It's Sky Hunter, Gust Skimmer, or Ica Wellspring. And if I want to go, I think that the Sky Hunter is just a better card, seeing as it doesn't have any obligation to, it doesn't have a cost to become flying. So I'd say that it's between Sky Hunter and Wellspring, but I think that the Sky Hunter is just a stronger card, being a 2/2 for 2 with flying. And in this pack, I'll take the Ica Wellspring. Not much doubt about that. There is a late Ballistic Shaman, so obviously some and the others don't like that card as much as I tended to do. I've grown less fond of it because it doesn't, like, if you drop something like this with two toughness guys, then if a Mr. 6 Shaman is going to hit maybe a normal mirror, maybe. This pack, I think it is between the Paladin and the Commando. And I think that I'd rather have the paladin. Like if you get to bash through once with the commando, it's better, but I don't see us getting to do that very often. And in that case, the battle cry ability should be better for us. We get another Leonin Sky Hunter. And here there's a banishment decree for the main spy, and I think that I will go with the banishment decree just to have some sort of removal that can deal with anything. And the Ogre's sister came back out of our not so good first pack, which means that I'm going to take that. And I was going to say that I might look to red, but in this pack there's a Bladed Sentinel, which is fine. I will not most likely not be playing Metalcraft, seeing as we only have 2 artifacts so far. There's a Rusted Slasher, which goes well with my Ichor Wellspring, but nothing else. And there's a Mirren Spy, which doesn't go well with anything because I don't have enough artifacts, so I'll just take the Rusted Slasher. Fuel for the cause. Okay. Now, it can deal with certain things that you don't have a ability to deal with otherwise. The picks so far have all been basically 2 and 4 mana costs, so we will have to spread out and find both some cheaper stuff and maybe something up the top. I'm going to take this Legion because it's a fine guy. Even though it's clunky and expensive, it can block anything. I think there are a couple of dinos that it can't block that, but other than that, it can hold its own against marauders, and it can block. Yeah, it can block like a Hexplate Golem and whatnot. Even though it can be blocked by Hexplate Golem as well. I haven't hidden the Ogre's sister yet because I still might go red, but seeing this Volition Reigns means that I'm most likely going to play just straight blue-white. There is to get Galvanic Blast, but Volition Reigns is head and shoulders better in a power in a vacuum, and even more better in this deck. So I'm hiding red now. And here there is a Palladium Mirror, which I think is the best card. Sunspear Shikari I might very well wheel. Replication's that exciting. A Quarter Shield is a good card, but I think that the pick is Palladium Mirror and just ship all the rest here. And in this pack there's a Glinthawk Idol and a Glinthawk. I think that the Glinthawk Idol is the best for us because we don't have enough artifacts to do really weird stuff with the Glinthawk. So picking up the Glinthawk Idol, and yeah. Let's see here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll get a Loxodon Wayfarer back to us, which I won't mind really. Another Volition Raise. Hey, I'll take that. Yeah. Apart from that, this pack has a Rustic, but 2 Volition Reigns seems awesome. And this pack there is a Halt Order, which I'll take. Liquid metal coating doesn't do anything for us apart from giving us extra targets for Divine Offering, but I'd rather have Hold Order to counter most annoying things. Yeah, so we've got Flyers early game, we've got Sky Hunters and the Gloomstalk, and then we move into taking our opponent's big guys late game. This pack, there is a Kemba Sky Guard, Origin Spellbomb. I like Invisimancer, but though most people don't, so I think this will wheel, and I will be happy to take it next time. Chrome Steed isn't the deck for Chrome Steed. Neither Sunchaser, Lumen Grid Drake, the same thing. So it's Spellbomb or Kemba Sky Guard, and I will keep going with my flying guys. And in this pack, it's between the Auric Replica and the Flight Spellbomb. And I think that I will take the Replica, and I might not play it, but I don't really have a reason to play Flight Spellbomb apart from cycling it. So I'll take this Replica. Now here's a decision, sort of. There's a Gold Mirror, there's a second Kemba Sky Guard, which I wouldn't mind, and there's a bunch of Quicksilver semi-removal, which we might need. But I think in this pack I'll go for Gold Mirror, because we don't have any acceleration apart from our Palladium Mirror, and I think that I'd like one or two normal mirrors as well. The Arbiter came back to us. That's a solid beta, 2 for 2. Sunspear Shikari came back to us, which was expected, and I will take that. And the Wayfarer, as expected. There was a Pharaoh there, which I hadn't expected. Though it wasn't the same pack as a cerebral sort of Furnace Celebration, wasn't it? And in that case, the first time around the person would take Furnace Celebration, and the second time around Pharaoh. Yeah, I'm just going to pick this big thing. Not playing it then. Patting around random annoying things. So we'll go by color again. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out of these, we will most likely not play this Replica. And here there's a Scale School, which fits in our deck quite perfectly, cost-wise. There's also a Silver Mirror, and the rest is for other decks to fight over. There's a Silver Replica, which will do, yeah, it will remove the first Volition Rainstorm, and then we'll get past with the second. Yeah, there's really nothing for us. There's Light Mamba, Vacuum Splitter, and Cerebral Furnace Celebration, which are good cards, as well as the Silver Replica and Untamed Might, but we have the Scale School and we are happy. Now this pack offers us a Silver Life Staff, a Mirrorsmith. Mirrorsmith will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's if I'd taken any more artifacts earlier, I think that I would snap take the Mirrorsmith, but as it is, I have all these flying guys and one guy that specifically wants to suit up, So I think that I will just take this like stock, even though the mss2 is a stronger card almost every time. And if this had been the first Scars of Meridian pack, I would take the mss2, but this time Lifestaff is my pick. Foil, Mindslaver, and Memoricide. Just one moment. I don't know about this, but it says that Mindslaver is worth. It's bought for 6 ticks. So, yeah, I'll take that. I'll even run it. Otherwise, there are several cards that are a couple of cards that I wouldn't mind. The New York Replica and one of the mirrors would be fine. But I'll take this shiny Mindslaver. This pack has a Disperse and a Dispense Justice. I think that I'll just go with the Disperse because it has some synergy with cards that we already have. Like we can bounce Volition Reigns when our opponent goes to destroy it and such. Otherwise there is a Silver Lifestaff. But yeah, Disperse I think is more versatile than Dispense Justice, which doesn't always do what you want it to do. Ratchet Bomb or Trinket Mage. Ratchet Bomb is still worth a couple of ticks, I'm going to take that. Trinket Mage does only get us the Lifestaff, and other cards there's another Disperse, but I'm quite happy with our deck as it is. We have one. Probably won't play the Sun Chaser. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 flying creatures in our deck so far. So I'm just going to be happy and take this Ratchet Bomb and hopefully not getting bitten by the fact that I did not take the chance at the Trinket Mage. This pack is quite unexciting. I've hidden a couple of cards that I don't think will make the deck. I could take another Leon Arbiter just to have yet another 2-drop and try and go really offensive. Otherwise, there is a Wayfarer, a Scrap Diver Serpent, which we could run. It isn't the best, but it is unblockable. It is a 5/5 unblockable, which is it's bound to end games. There's also a Trigon on Mending. Yeah, I didn't even mention it, but I've taken quite liking seeing players play the Trigon and doing it successfully. So I take the Trigon on Mending, though I will not have it main deck. Or I might have it main deck, but it's not the first thing that comes to mind, really. Razor Hippogriff, a clear pick, even though we don't have that many cards to return. We have Mindslaver, which could be the ultimate blowout to do it twice. And this pack, Strider Harness, I think. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 artifacts. It would be 10 artifacts with the glider, which means that it wouldn't be flying that often. So I'd rather have the harness. Here I'll take, let's see, Turn Aside or seize the initiative, and I think that Turn Aside is slightly better. I won't play 2 Trigon on Mending ever, I think. So Turn Aside as a sideboard card. And here there's a Salvage Scout and a Screeching Seal Claw, and I will take the Seal Claw just to have yet another flying creature. And in this pack we got Plated Sea Strider back to us, which I won't play. I don't think anyone will play it against us either. So I'm just going to take this rare. I'm quite surprised at what cards have been returning to us, rare-wise, and what's been shipped, but yeah, this is an 8-4, so people will most likely have drafting ideas that they pursue quite vigorously. Vigil for the Lost. Still haven't played. I haven't drawn it. I've actually played it in one matchup, but never got around to using it. If I had, I would have won. It was I had one of those red-white deck where you want to sacrifice things, and it was life race each game. And if I'd had this in play, I would have been able to gain quite a few life of each card that I played. So I'm just adding possible artifacts, blue cards, and white not playing you, most likely not playing you. Or I might play this because it's a 2/2 for 2, and this deck kind of looks like the old type of deck where you play everything with with casting cost 2 and power 2. 16 creatures, 17 counting Lintalk Idol. Silkar won't make it. Halt Order won't make it. Mindslaver will not make it, even though it's a fun card. This isn't the deck for it. I'm just looking to run out some flyers and fly over my opponent time and time again. Now let's see here. Cards that I consider cutting. I don't think that I would. I'm not too keen on cutting another creature. So it's cutting. Well, there's one creature that I might cut, and that's the Oriok replica. But otherwise, these three cards are the cards that I might cut. See here, Arbiter. Might cut the Arbiter rather than the replica. Just to even out my draw a bit, because I'm quite heavy at the 2-drop now. So if I start with cutting the Trigon, then I have quite the aggressive deck. It's not a Glintalk type of aggressive deck, but I have this big wad of two casting beaters and some small things to suit it up and finish off with my Volition Rings, and I think that's fine. The question is 16 or 17 lands, because I have these rather annoying casting costs at the top, though I can fix one white and I can fix the amount of mana. I just need to have the right colors. So running 16 lands and 9/7, or like running 17 lands 9/8, and I think that I will like 9/8, cutting the Spider Harness. Yeah, as it suggests, because I really want to be able to cast, especially these guys when I get to them, and in that case I need to have 8 islands, and I have the School, I have the Echo Wellspring to draw me some extra cards. Yeah. Rusted Slasher is kind of out of place in this deck because it only has one toughness, but I think it's good enough to play either way. I'm also a bit leaning towards it since I have this Echo Wellspring, and my alternatives in the sideboard, it would be like adding a Loxodon Wayfarer, which wouldn't be too bad. That might actually be a bit more solid. Just playing the Wayfarer to have a ground guy that really clogs it up. So if we have that instead, it won't change the lands in any way, but it would mean that I have another free drop. It would mean that our Ica Wellspring is the one use only. It will only cycle us one card and nothing else, and we won't use it in any way. And in that case, I think that I would rather play Hot Order or Fuel for the Cause instead. So in that case, it looks like this. And I think that might be the better deck, because these two... Ica Wellspring is a really good card, but I really want some way of using it. Like, I want to draw that other card, otherwise it's just cycling. And cycling, which can be countered by Steel Sabotage, which has happened sometimes for me, isn't as good as just countering something and drawing a card in the process. So yeah, I think this might actually be the deck, having a fat guy to clog up the ground while I fly over with my Sky Hunters and Serum Breakers and whatnot. This guy won't do much of anything, but his ability won't do anything, but it will be a 2/2 for 2, which we won't mind drawing in our starting hand. So yeah, this is the deck, and see me around.